Welcome to the most recent Failure is Not an Option conference. These gatherings have a rich history and a very focused purpose: to give you and your team processes to begin or advance your school's culture of continuous success for every student and staff in your professional and surrounding community. The experience we are about to embark on together evolved out of the work that the Hope Foundation began in the late 1980s. First with quality guru W. Edwards Deming, Peter Senge, and virtually every major educational leader in North America. Through the Hope Foundation, the Learning Communities movement was launched. Hope's president and founder, Alan Blankstein, was also founder and president of Solution Tree at the time. He published seminal works on professional learning communities by now famous authors and consultants. A decade later, the company was spun off so that the Hope Foundation could do more than talk about PLCs, rather implement them on an increasingly larger scale. You'll hear from one or more leaders from those communities today. People who've tapped into Hope's Courageous Leadership Academy to turn around low-performing schools or close gaps of performance within an entire district.
I would describe our organization as somewhat schizophrenic.
We were very much isolated and doing our own thing.
We knew we needed a common framework, and so that's what we saw from the Hope Foundation could offer that.
It's not a program, it's not a silver bullet. It's a way to lay a foundation to help you interact with one another, to help you solve problems that are your problems.
Without it being a specific program, we weren't bringing in a new program. We were simply bringing an organizational structure that would allow our teachers to communicate with each other.
And Hope filled that void to give us common vocabulary, to give us common purpose, and to head us in the right direction. And that's what we got.
The process we use on the ground is to build an entire leadership team's capacity so there are leaders at all levels. A common language and framework for action to enable the entire school or district team to be in sync, using the 6 principles from the award-winning Failure is Not an Option, 6 principles that guide student achievement in high-performing schools, now in the hands of more than 300,000 practitioners. And it allows professionals to work together in highly effective ways to create engaging instruction and effective means of assessment and interventions to assure success for all students. Not only will you hear about some of the effective strategies outlined in our work, but you will experience some of the processes we use while in a school or district for 1 or more years. A process that's been proven effective by third parties like the American Institutes of Research and is about to be launched in more than 100 schools in New York City, Washington, D.C., and other places throughout the country. Welcome to the most recent edition of the Failure is Not an Option events.